Hello, wherever you are on this enriching planet of ours called Earth. I wish you great satisfaction wherever you are located on this globe. As you can see from the title of this particular YouTube content, I'm going to deal with the glorious parity in the NBA for the 2019-2020 season. Now, in sports, we usually hear the words parity here, parity there. Definitely in American football, where I live at in the United States, we hear the term parity, particularly in this nation's so-called number one sport, the National Football League. I think also there's some parity in baseball and what we call hockey and the other minor sports. But never before have I ever dare heard the word parity in the NBA. It seemed like using the word parity in the NBA is like tossing a can of kryptonite down Superman underwear. Parity, my dear listener, is a term that the NBA does not seem to want. It seems like to me, in my several decades of existence on this planet, that the NBA does not like parity. The NBA, it seems, want the super team. It want the dominant team to win year after year after year. But as I stated in the beginning of this particular content, for the first time ever in nearly 30 years, 3 decades, do I finally get to see parity in the NBA. The last time I recall parity in the NBA was the 1991 season in the NBA when the Chicago Bulls went to their second finals against the Portland Trail Blazers. They was expected to lose to Portland. The commentators don't say that. All they talk about, Michael Jordan got 6 championships. People be talking about the Bulls didn't have no worthy opponents. The Bulls had more worthy opponents than teams of today. Maybe the Golden State Warriors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers is comparable to what Chicago had. In their last three-peat, the last 2 three-peat championships, they had to face the Utah Jazz twice. Other than facing those Warriors, other than Cleveland versus Golden State, we have not ever seen in the NBA 2 teams meet year after year in a row. So it's been almost more than 20 years, nearly 30 years, since 2 teams have been in the finals twice in a row. But unlike the Chicago Bulls, at least the Cleveland Cavaliers beat Golden State at least one time. I believe Cleveland and Golden State, they was in the finals together 3 times. So we had 3 teams. So we had those 2 teams meet at least 3 years in a row. That hasn't happened in a long time. So in a way, you could almost call Golden State a dynasty, almost. But they had to get that Kevin Durant to be a dynasty. If they didn't have Kevin Durant, for my basketball intake, I don't think they would have beat Cleveland no 2 times out of 3. They only would have beat Cleveland 1 time out of 1 time, maybe. But it would have been a more interesting series if Kevin Durant was not there. But anyway, as I stated, parity in my mind has not existed since the Chicago Bulls faced Portland in the 1991-92 finals. Because the only reason the commentators stopped jumping on Chicago's side to win that particular series is because Michael Jordan shot them 6 3-pointers in that first game. And when Jordan shot them first, when Jordan made them 6 3-pointers, Chicago pistol whipped Portland for that game 1 series. After Chicago made a decisive win, then they start jumping on Chicago's bandwagon. But I said up until then, it was anyone's chance to win the finals. After Chicago beat Portland, then after they faced Phoenix, when they met Seattle, when they start facing Utah, then they became the prohibitive favorites. Then it was almost like you expect Chicago to win. So it's been about 30 years since there's been some level of parity in the NBA. I'm excited now. Houston got 2 superstars. Portland, but Portland got some good players when I teamed in. Brooklyn has 2 superstars. But I know Kevin Durant is not playing for this 2019-2020 season. But regardless, Brooklyn does have 2 superstars. Houston now has 2 superstars. The Clippers has 2 superstars. Los Angeles Lakers has 2 superstars. No team this year is no super team. There are no teams who have three all-star players on the team. I will say it once more. In my mind, from what I've seen of the NBA, there are no teams with 3 NBA all-star teams. So everyone has the chance to win. Definitely those teams with the 2 superstars. Even though Golden State has been banged up this year in the 2019 finals because I expected them to be beat up because you all remember Golden State has been in the finals for at least 5 times. So their players had to have a heavy strain on their bodies after going through all them playoff series. It's only expected that Golden State had those injuries. But as I said, my people, this is the most exciting year that I ever seen in the NBA. And I'm so excited now, I'm going to go out and buy the NBA 2K20 game. I never really cared for the game after the NBA Finals when Miami faced, what was that? Dallas Maverick in the finals. That's the last time I had an NBA 2K game. When Miami faced Dallas Maverick. Because even then, it was a little bit of parity in the league. A little bit. Yeah, so I guess even then it was a little bit, but not as much as it will be this year. Because Miami had 3 NBA All-Stars on it, and Dallas, from what I know, had primarily 1. At that time of his career, Jason Kidd was not his usual all-star caliber of play. But he did play on all-star games, but I don't think he was in the all-star game in that 2000, I believe it was 2011 NBA Finals Series. It was just Dirk Nowitzki. Jason Kidd was not what he was then. He was a good three-point shooter. But that's my little take, my good people. I'm excited about the NBA this year. It may get more fans to watch because I heard last year it had a slight dip in the viewership because people probably were thinking that Golden State going to win. You got Kevin Durant. So what's exciting about the NBA Finals? Until they got those injuries, that's when it became interesting. You get me? If you like my discussion about the Parity for the 2019-2020 series, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments to add to what I already added, please leave a comment. If you're a subscriber and would like to be notified immediately of additional content, click the bell button. And if you would like to share this content that I've presented, please share it on any social media platform you deem worthy. Thank you for stopping by. Until the next time, enjoy the NBA 2019-2020 season.